Hello everyone, I'm HENPRI. We're here HENPRI for a PC. So this game is developed by Grupo, the same developer that made Nukitashi 1 and 2, and published by Shirofune. So if you play other games from Shirofune, you already know how it works. You buy the game on Steam, and then if you want to get the uncensored version, you need to go to Shirofune website, click the game, and then on the right side there is like Steam and Sharon website. You go for Sharon website and you download the patch that's free, or you can go to their Twitter and they have a link called Patch Me Up, and it should be in there too. So yeah, on GOG. The game is in there too. I don't know if it came out already or not on GOG, but I don't know if on GOG the game is censored or not, because it has the true name of the game. So I don't know if it's censored or not. So yeah, so let us start, of course. My feet strike the pavement in the ritual rhythm. This sensation that anyone who's ever gone for a run should know. The sound of my soul smacking the concrete filled the night, pounding the ground like a pellet drum. It's my mad sprint that's called up this bliss, I'm sure. I'm suspect is dashing through block B1, moving immediately to apprehend the target. He's over here. I know this neighborhood down to the last crack in asphalt. I couldn't tell you how many times I've dashed through it in the dark. Even with my eyes closed, I could get away from this. Heads up! Gah! My body slips on the rain's slick road, and a number of men pile onto me. Sweet Shiro! Watch out, this guy is packing heat. Let go! Get your hands off me! Cuff him and hold him down, you little... 12 past midnight, perp called red-handed being a public nuisance. Okay. Admit it, Bozo, you did it. The grey desk shakes under the weight of his pallid fists. My interrogator has bushy brows, a barrel chest, a burly voice, and veritable briars on his hands. Most people running questioning rooms are like this, I figure. At 11:11 p.m. near Yahagizakura Academy, you expose your abs to a woman walking her dog. 5 minutes after that, you treat a salaryman on his way home to a peek at your pecs. Then you turn tail into the street, belly button in the wind, shouting so that any passerby will look at you. You even went as far as to strike the officer arresting you with some form of blunt yapper. We have you on public nuisance and resisting arrest, dead to rights. Got anything to say for yourself? Right to silence. You think you are smart, you little runt? This bozo's got a record, so he probably thinks he knows a thing or two. You've been arrested 7 times for running around shirtless, 5 of which didn't see you in court, but 2 of them did. You're a regular veteran, huh? A veteran sicko. I want a lawyer. Forget your lawyer. You need a therapist. It happened on Christmas night. I was just walking my dear little dog Pants, and this shirtless man popped up out of the shadows. And he was not wearing a shirt at the time? No, he was shirtless from the start. In other words, he did not slowly expose his chest to you, is that right? Yes, that's right. Would you tell us what the defense said to you? He said, that's a cute dog, what's his name? And how do you answer? His name is Pants, I said. And he made an inappropriate gesture? He did. And then he said, he's cute, isn't he? Thank you, Miss Yumiko. Your Honor. That concludes the victim's testimony. As the defendant was also able to hold a conversation with the victim, it seems clear that he was sound of mind during the act. Does the defense have anything it would like to say? Wait, man, you can't be serious. Saying that is going to lose you this case faster than we can blink. Listen, the sentence length they are after here makes no sense. It's making a mockery of the rule of law. The judicial system will come crashing down if we don't shave off some ears. Do you follow me? Please try to look at least a little sorry. First of all, I wasn't gaining pleasure from exposing myself, and I most definitely was not doing it to fulfill any sort of prurient desires. This isn't a public nonsense, it's self-expression. Yeah, that's bull. You're just a sicko. Order! Hey, you gotta be pulling my leg, amigo. You are representing yourself in court. What kind of first-rate stooge of lawyer did they foist on you? You wasn't a stooge. Come again? You just couldn't understand what I was saying. No one can. Sorry to repeat myself, but you have the situation all wrong. I did not assault any police officers. And my shirtlessness was not for pleasure. I was performing art in order to express myself. Don't try to act like you are crazy to get a lighter sentence. Don't you feel bad for the woman you hurt? Crazy streaker? Order! Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! The court is prepared to proceed the sentence. The court finds the defendant guilty of both public nuisance and resisting arrest. Shoo! No! And sentences him to 10 years. Wait, so who the hell is that girl? Huh. Is it like the sister? Oh god, it's over. It's all over. The large man covered next to me. Good 10 years, my senior is trembling. I won't do any more bad stuff, I promise. Mommy! It isn't just him either. Everyone on the boat looks pale like a child whose mother has yelled at them. The gunmetal grey boat forged endlessly ahead. Sea water splashed up with its passage. Forgive me. Don't send me to the slammer, please, Mom! I can't believe they will send me somewhere so awful me. The boat slows down. I look up, my cuffs still tight. Here we are, get off, seekers. The island rears its face, its old face. So this is like a prison? This for our island, is it? Welcome to hell. Well, it's not what he says on GOG. Okay. But all that island is a prison, a full prison. Huh. Also off the ship, they keep us in our cuffs and march us off to a building as big as a school gym. There is no comforting wooden floor beneath us though, only cold, lifeless concrete. What you are acting so scared about? Now that I just don't get. The prison in the corner of the formation picks up. I've been in a lot of prisons in my day. The brutal Abashiri, I've been there. The roughest place around Fuchu, yeah, I've been there too. They weren't so bad. See, we got these things called basic human rights that they got to respect. The penitentiary from hell, ha! This Tulip or Lavender or whatever joint isn't going to be shit either. No one answers him. Probably is not like the other ones. Probably in here there's no human rights. Sophia. Welcome to the mouth of hell, you twisted souls. Welcome to Tulip Prison. With the sound of boots on concrete announcing their arrival, a tall prison guard appears before the line we form. My name is Sofia Chikolenko, Head Correctional Officer of the Correctional Section of the Department of Corrections and Chief Correctional Officer of the Unserious Offense Ward. Jesus Christ. It's my job to put you filth through the ringer and make you come out to the other side clean. You will no longer long for crime, but to obey the rule of law and decency. She's tall and seems to have foreign blood in her. The large bags under her eyes give off an unhealthy, somewhat lethargic impression. Do what mother says and we officers will take care of you. You lot are the dregs of criminality, and you will be tormented in any other penitentiary by your fellow criminal scum. But not in this prison. Here you are all equally worthless. Every prisoner here is a disgusting monster just like you. So, since you piece of scum make up the entire prison population, it's our job to keep watch and make sure you don't kill each other. And how blessed you are. Thanks to Captain Sophia's watchful eye, you won't be tormented like you will outside. Be grateful, scum suckers. Someone sneakers. Alright, who's the wise guy? Let's hear it. Was it you, weirdo? Zebra Man, was it? It was me, ma'am. You, huh? What's your angle? She kicks him in the butt with no warning. The other guard kicks him even harder. How could you? Just kicking me like that? You look shocked, almost as if you didn't expect that. Of course I didn't. We may be prisoners, but we still have human rights. Haven't you ever heard of the Constitution? Sure, everyone has rights. Well, every human anyway. What? Japan has 8 correctional precincts, each with penitentiaries to call its own. Sapporo, Sendai, Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka, Hiroshima, Takamatsu, Fukuoka. I'm sure a few of you are familiar with their facilities, but there exists a ninth correctional precinct that stands apart from all of them, an exceptional place, and the one you are in. This is where S-class convicts determined to be beyond rehabilitation in the 8 prisons are sent, a facility entirely of irredeemable criminals. A normal penitentiary could not hope to rehabilitate any of you, not with your sick repeated offense. Society at large as such, you got no way back. Sounds to me like piece of shit like you don't deserve rights, won't you agree? We are still human. Will the humans steal from little children? You piece of trash! Penitentiary or not, there's no way you can get away with this. In a normal penitentiary, I suppose, but get this through your head now. This is no normal penitentiary. This is a special prison. That's still the same thing. Quiet, the chief is speaking. This facility is completely cut off from the outside world, and extrajudicial measures on its irredeemable prisoners are allowed within its halls. In essence, you have no rights. I don't know what kind of facility you have been in before, but forget everything you think you know. He goes to speak. I said, shut up. The tip of her boot digs deep into his belly. You know why you bottom feeders are called S-class here? It's because you are sickos. That's what the S is for. Why have you lost rights? Because you are sickos. Freaks. You gave up any claim you have to a minute long ago. Since a normal penitentiary just isn't enough for a pack of raving sick puppies like yourselves, society needs a bigger, stronger cage to lock you up in. And that cage is this facility, the prison. You got to be kidding me. Feeling the tears coming on? Well, hold them back. Don't think you can be human anymore. Not here. You can't do anything without our permission. Not laugh, not cry, not steal from anyone. I'll sue you. You are just civil servants. You can't do this to us. Oh, an interesting challenge. How are you going to do that then? I'll talk to a lawyer. I'll write a letter to my friends on the outside and they will go to the media. Oh, I bet the public will love to hear about the prison guards breaking the law. We keep an eye on you 24 hours a day. It doesn't matter if you are in your cell, at work or on the toilet. We are watching you. Don't think you have any privacy. There is visitation, sure, but that might be a touch hard for you. Why? Who can say? I have a feeling that on the days your friends want to visit, the ferry just might suffer a malfunction or two. And if you try to write some kind of whistle-blowy letter, well, the envelope might just happen to slip open and we might see what you wrote in there. And there might just be a slip-up where it ends up in the trash, with no one paying it a second thought, you understand? Then, when I get out of here, you can't do a thing when I'm out. Ha, look forward to it. I see. That's a problem. Indeed, we won't be able to do a thing, but there might be not be a problem to do anything about that by then. Right you are. It's the strangest thing. When people make trouble for us, well, somehow our problems always seem to disappear. Now, I'm not terrified private to the details, but I hear it's awfully hard to identify the bodies that wash up. Despair decorates the prisoner's face. All of our faces, in fact. We aren't here to give you a vacation. If you want to survive in this hell, do as you are told. We tell you to jump, you jump. We tell you to touch your nose, you ask how hard. We are not asking. If that's all gotten through your skulls, then follow me, stay in formation. Jesus. Simply being filth does not mean you are allowed to look like filth. As prisoners here, your attire will be clean and modest. Tulip priests allow inmates to grow their hair out. Do as you will. One more thing, guards have the authority to suggest haircuts. You understood? You, with the bad hair, I strongly emphatically recommend shearing it off. You'll appreciate the breeze, it might soften up that thick skull of yours. So we have to cut the hair, okay. Alright, everyone's been sheared. Get over here. Man here, woman there, needle over there. Hurry. We are lined up in a single file divided by gender. Time for your cavity search. Strip down and put your clothes at your feet, all of you. The prisoners exchange awkward, probing looks. It looks like they are not used to stripping themselves. Did you not hear the chief? The shot gets the prisoners stripping quickly. The men stick to the wall, fully exposed and unmoving. The guards pull out rubber gloves, snap them on and get to work. Smuggling is a common method of moving contraband, so we're making sure. The visuals of the search are a bit silly to behold. I see beside me a line of men, large men, all with their mouths open. As subjects of such a show, it would be no surprise for some to feel pathetic, for some to feel deep embarrassment. I told you to hold still, not get jiggy with it. Worse, even the slightest movement gets you an iron fist in the back. If this is their first rodeo, I could see how it will be rough on them. Well, aren't you a regular veteran? For one used to going shirtless, however, there is no need to fear. If you have been checked, head for the exit in or swiftly. I had through the exit been taken to a room with lines of showers like we had near the pool back in grade school. Before getting to the showers though, we are sprayed all over with a disinfectant powder. Some of it gets into my eyes and I can feel it sting throughout my whole body. I don't need to be told to wash off the powder with the shower's head geyser before drying off my face. When you are clean up, pick up the uniform with your number on it, no lollygagging. I hope you like your one sigh because it's all you'll wear for the rest of your life here. Meals, sleeping, work, you'll be in it. What I've been made to wear feels more like a superhero suit than ordinary clothing. It's as skin tight as can be and does little to obstruct mobility. My prisoner name is sewn on the chest in big, bold numbers. I have to admit, it's a lot better than the loose blue and white striped getup I had expected. It's a bit tight though. I bet you are feeling pretty cool in those things, aren't you? I swear, you seekers are such open You jerk! What the heck do you think you were doing? Well, you were doing, yeah, okay. Come on, out with it. I was just adjusting my suit a bit. Sounds to me like you were fixing your suit without permission. Sick, unforgivably sick. No, it's just this suit is really tight. Self-determination within the facility is strictly forbidden. That's a serious breach of code of conduct. If you look like you are doing anything the least bit suspicious, we guards are well within our rights to dole out punishment. I can't breathe. Just try stepping out of line again, I dare you. I will never catapult your skull off your neck, bone, maggot. Yes, man. The guard finally lets him go and stands back up. Chief Shikolenko seems unmoved, looking at us with eyes of disgust. I trust this modest demonstration shows you that you are no average prison. This isn't a normal penitentiary. It's too special, too twisted. You can't even adjust your clothes a centimeter or two on your own here. I figure I will have to beat the filth out of you right from the car. Follow me. Jesus. Oh no, it's not all the island. Okay. We follow her out of the wide field like the exercise yard of a school. The ground hasn't been treated at all, which spoke out from what looked like the dusty remnants of finely crushed boulders. The prisoners from the other room have joined us, forming another line. You'll be moving mostly information from here on out. It doesn't matter if you are going to the mess hall to work or to urinate, or you are going to be following the teacher's marching orders like a grade school kid. Now then, Seeker Squad, advance! What the fuck? We advance as told. It feels like sports day at a grade school, but we are all adults here. Chief Shikolenko. Can't feel a shred of motivation from any of you. Again! Back to your positions, everyone. Once again, Seeker Squad, advance! We have moved back to the starting point and advance again. You over there, your legs aren't lining up right. Again. You call that an arm swing? Pathetic. Again. Do you even plan on finishing this? Again. Legs raised schools work. Again, from the top. They stop us at the slightest hint of formational flaw, and we are sent to start again and again. Some of the complaints are the most meager of grips. Your eyes were crooked, your breathing was off, etc. You are grievously lacking in a self-awareness of just how sick all of you are. That's why you can't even handle marching in a straight line. Again. Having to focus so much on walking just a few hundred meters is starting to take its toll. After almost 20 marches, we are finally allowed to line up in the middle of the yard. We'll move now to the facility's trademark exercise, the arm raise squat. Fold your chest a touch and slowly crouch down, making sure not to bend forward, then raising both arms up a hike. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. What are you just standing there for, sickos? Are you going to let Chief do this ridiculous exercise alone, or do you need to be shown step by step in extreme detail? Yep. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I can't hear you. This exercise is full body one. Essentially a squat. You leap up a bit when you are resting fully. It looks a little cute, but it's really demanding on the stamina. 1, 2. 1, 2. It gets harder and harder to keep up. I'm a pro at slouching swings, but exercise, a few drop on their butts after 20 times. After 30 repetitions, even the more fit men start to break. I managed to keep my footing, but only barely. My lower body quivers like jelly. My knees aren't bending anymore. You there, who say you could stop? There are no brakes allowed on this field, so get yourselves up and get back to the grind. Look at you twisting my words in your heads, making excuses. You all make me sick. Now hurry up, get on with it. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We keep it up until everyone can do a solid 50. It doesn't matter if you collapse in exhaustion or cry in pain, then the guards do not care. That's all it took. Put something in his mouth, make sure he doesn't bite his tongue. Get something in his mouth and don't get any funny ideas. I mean a towel or something. I can hardly feel my lower half by the time we are done. Everyone plops down on the cold ground, laboring through their breath under the night sky. I take it you got the hang of the arm raise squat then. Alright, march order again from the top. If anyone an inch out of formation, we start over. Jesus. The sky begins to whiten by the time our march is finally done. We all came to the penitentiary in the dead of night, and this is how we met our first morning. We all too thirsty to grow. This is as basic as it gets, buttercups. Now, information just as you were taught. Or do you need to do all the practice over from the top? Seeker Squad, advance! God damn. We are made to the march to what appears to be a cafeteria. It almost smells like a school cafeteria. There are already more experienced prisoners in the hall, in their seats with proper posture as they wait. It looks like rather than having your food distributed, you go to the counter tray in hand to receive your meal, then sit at an empty seat. The clock in the room points to 7 on the dot. Commence dining. A sea of thankful voice follows. Breakfast is simple: white rice, miso soup with bok choy, a slice of rolled omelette, and dried furikake sprinklings. The portions are not terribly large, but given my exhaustion on top of sleep deprivation, it goes in hard. Breakfast is over. Form ranks and head to your workstations. At shift's shout, the prisoners bring their dishes to the washing iron line up. The clock hands indicates 7:30. The newbies are, "Hey, you! No, I'm just not finished yet." No talking back. You eat what you have been told to in time you have been given. Those are the rules. Everyone at this table shares responsibility. Drop and give me 100. Seeker Squad, begin. We begin doing push-ups. Fatigue from the marching practice is still in me. However, I can't move too well. It feels like my breakfast is going to come back out through the Holy 28. Those who can't act as a group in here end up hated. Don't forget that. Jesus. Before going to work, you'll have to pass through inspection. Take one of the jackets hanging on the rack. It will have your number on it. You are obligated to wear it while tending to your labor. You don't get the spare, so take care of it. Judging from how the day has gone so far, I figure messing this jacket up means dire punishment. Squabbles are common in closed-off environments like this one, but hear me. No fighting in the facility, no arguing, no punching, no kicking, no nonsense. Got that? You are holding up the line. Get checked and get out. A guard is standing near the exit. The male inmate in front of him has his legs spread out, arms up top, and his mouth wide open. We call this one the can. See that ridiculous face he's making? Make sure you can pull it off. This is the paper room where you'll be working. Find an empty workstation, get to it. No stalling. Dash, go. I sit down on a chair set up by a nearby workstation as instructed. The cuckoo clock cries as it hits 8 o'clock. Time for work. Begin. The prisoners who were here before us immediately get to work. We newcomers, however, have no idea what to do. Excuse me, what should we... Silence! Come back! The moment the man gets up, the guard dashes over and slams him in the gut with her fist. Who on earth say you could stand up? Because it wasn't me. I just wanted to ask how to work this I'll just be nice and assume you meant to say pulp. But I know what you seekers will jump at the slightest chance to be dirty. Now listen up and listen good. If you have any questions while on the job or need to stand up, you raise your right hand and say excuse me. Don't move a single inch until the officer present points at you and gives permission. You hear me? Not a single inch. Yes, ma'am. How could he do that without being told first? How could anyone? No one dare say that, however. We all know what will happen. At 11 o'clock we are given about an hour of rest. Since you have to take your jacket off at the inspection and get to the yard though, it's really 45 minutes. I get that to see the more experienced prisoners exercising, sitting down, chatting, playing ball and other activities. We newbies of course have nothing to do. I feel the slight chill of isolation in the large yard. Back to work, and don't get all lazy just because you are fresh back from lunch. No goofing off. Swingman sitting at the workstation next to me is squirming, his hips quivering. Looks like he needs to go. Excuse me. But Chief Shikolenk just walks on by, giving no response. Excuse me. He calls louder this time. Once again, it falls on deaf ears. Excuse me, oh god, excuse me. His voice begins to break and I can hear tears coming on. Yet, they still ignore him. Excuse me. I hear a wet pouring. The warm liquid even reached my feet. You scum, are you so degenerate that you prefer not to wait? You don't understand what I'm not understanding. If you want to go to the bathroom, you say excuse me and get permission. Since you went all over the floor instead, I can only assume you did it on purpose. What? But Enough chatter. This is a clear violation of the code of conduct concerning workplace safety and hygiene. Look forward to your score going up, freak. You, 0720, you were next to him. Why didn't you tell me what to do? Clean up this mess as punishment. She tells me where the mop is, and I get to mopping up the urine. As punishment, man is made to stand next to his wet desk. The other newbies who saw the scene stare down at their own desks, their faces tense. Heh. I get it. They made an example out of him. They wanted to show us that they had every one of our rights in their clutch, even the right to go to the restroom. Jesus. Work ends at exact 6 o'clock in the evening. I take off my jacket, get inspected again, and leave the inspection room. It looks like we have free time until dinner at 7. A good hour to walk around the penitentiary in relative freedom. Or at least I thought. You are the man who wet himself, aren't you? Why were you trying to hide behind the tree, thinking you'll water that too? No, I just thought passing by here will be faster. That's a fool. Prisoners are not allowed to take even a step off this paved path. That's incarceration 101. Did you honestly not know that? No one told me. You think you can break all the rules you want just because no one told you? This isn't a kindergarten. It isn't an old folks or it isn't a card shop. He has a point. They hardly tell us anything here. Hehehe. Hehaha. The more experienced prisoners don't help us out either. They just keep watch from afar, chuckling at our misfortune. Hey, brother boy, what's your prisoner number? It's 0714. 14, 14. Then I forbid 0713 and 0715 from dinner as well. Take your seat without dishing up. What? But that's tyranny. Yeah, you didn't even tell him. Silence, all of you. We are not your moms. Don't make me repeat that. Who needs to be told the rules and the proper place to relieve oneself? Did your mom not teach you any of that? Well, did she? If you are going to blame anyone, look no further than the man so depraved urinates in public. I'm not into that. Oh? That's not my thing. It happens in the blink of an eye. Ah, God! The pants wet staggers forward 2 steps before collapsing. He looked like he fell unconscious. I couldn't move a step from my position further away, and neither could the closer prisoners. In Chief Shikolenko's right hand is an old-looking shotgun. I've heard rumors about those riot shotguns, non-lethal weapons used to put down, well, riots. We are armed, as you can see. Keep your reckless outbursts to a minimum. I thought she had killed him, but it was like a riot gun. Shotgun, but you can say shotgun. 7 o'clock comes around and dinner begins. Like breakfast, the prisoners all gather in the cafeteria to eat. And like breakfast, even though the barley rice should be delicious by all means, it has a hard time going down the throat. It feels like something stuck in the back of my mouth and refuses to go away. Some amount of conversation seems to be allowed during meals, so I hear surprised cheerful chatter here and there. The new entries have no one to talk to, of course, and everyone looks too tired to speak a word. I want to lie down as soon as I can. 8 o'clock comes around, we are made to line up and walk somewhere. This time everyone finished dinner time. I don't need to hear the others talk to tell what they are feeling right now. We all think the same thing. Where are they taking us this time? Most of us, I assume, are newcomers to the process of someone else having full reign over our lives. We are taking you to the ward you'll be living in. We go down dim stairway after dim stairway. If you think you have already had a taste of hell, that wasn't even the appetizer. Each step feels like it takes us deeper into hell. We end up in a grey space that smells of rot. Rows of cells stretch out before me with 4 floors and an open middle between them. This does not feel like a place where humans live or thrive. It's dark, damp, and depressing. If hell has a nadir, it has to be a place like this. What did you think of your first day? None of us speak a word. One wrong word and there's no telling what they'll do. Chief Chikolenko nods, looking satisfied. Good. Officer Yamagishi. She goes down the line, handing each prisoner a book. Those are your rehabilitation journals. Make sure you write in them every day as you reflect on your misdeeds. Now, face your cells. We head to our cells in the same order we are lined in. We stop before the grate, facing the wall and standing still. Line 1 south, all clear. Line 2 north, all clear. Line 3 east, all clear. After the guards finish checking all of the prisoners, they order us to enter our cells. When we are in, the gates automatically lock themselves. This cell is where I'm going to spend a good chunk of my life from now on. It's a tiny space with little else than a damp bed and an exposed toilet. My home for the next 10 years. Speak a word out of line past this hour and you are going straight to solitary. So sleep like babies until sunrise. Lights out, now! The lights go out, leaving only the dimmest of the illumination in my cell. I get into bed as I'm told. The sheets are cleaner than expected and I don't feel like tidiness of my uniform. I'm exhausted as can be, but sleep eludes me. The other new entries have to be in the same spot. I stare at the bars. The sight of them makes me truly realize, for the first time, that I'm in a prison. It feels like the bars are telling me that I'm guilty, that I'm alone. Hehehe. I hear a voice. What the hell is that? What are those voices? Echoing, taunting in tone, but speaking nonsense words. Miss Linder, Penicillin, Neuron, Bauxite, welcome. Other voice join in. Lucky Punk, Chupacabra, Pay Sleep, Sanctuary. I don't even know what's the last. They are just saying random words. Hey, some dumb actually fell for it. What's all this noise? Did I not order you to sleep and sleep quietly? I was just murmuring some words in my sleep. How about you get that checked out? You are the one who was bawling. Please, I beg you, let me out of here. Are you insane? Do I look like a judge to you? Whoever's on duty, drag this man to the infirmary. Yamagishi gives the peanut gallery a look. The laugh dies down, but the quiet giggles go on. I stare it all through the bars of my cell, and I remember that this is a prison, a jungle, a place where even the slightly stronger torment the slightly weaker. This truly is hell. But the hell you have to survive in, Suichiro. You're right about that. I whisper back to him as I slowly close my eyes. I hope I don't have any nightmares tonight. Back when I was in the detention center, just once I visited the scene of my crime. It was a standard procedure to confirm the details of the incident. This is where you took off your shirt, right? Yes. There was a thin rope tied to my handcuffs. They had me walking like an animal, like the lady's dog. And you showed your exposed torso to the woman walking her dog, yes? Yes. I hope it was worth it. Not that we could understand what these freaks do it for. No one in this world understands what I'm saying, not a single one. I felt no arousal. Again with that, don't give me that bullshit, why else would anyone take off their clothes? It was art, performance art. Seekers say the darnest things, huh? This is something I learned early on. Not a single person fully understands my emotions, my feelings, except for him. That's him, right, Zebra Man? That freak from Miss Minat's place? The thought of having someone in the neighborhood who shows his chest to people makes me want to vomit. The investigation was held near my house. It was a slope-heavy residential neighborhood on the border between Tokyo and Kanagawa. The poor dear was still so shocked that she still isn't out of the hospital. There's a school in the neighborhood too that I used to go to. No one there understood me either. My, how sad. My parents never came to visit, not once. The lady's quivering, scared face burned into my mind. Ah! Are you alright, Suichiro? Did you have that dream about sports day again? No. Come on, Seekers, out of those beds. Shall we get out of bed, Suichiro? Yeah. Is he talking to himself, is it? Because it has interrogation point. It's what it looks like. So, dear Inaku, it has been almost a week since my incarceration in this prison. Out of your cells and in line right now, and don't act like you piece of scum can manage your time. Be grateful we are doing it for you. I got rather used to life here. Sirens ring at 6 in the morning, we have to be standing in front of our cells bars within 3 minutes. A bit of an unpleasant smell invades my nostrils. As we incarcerate, I'll snap into action. By incarcerate, I mean prisoners. They call us inmates or convicts here on facility grounds. When the cells are unlocked, the guards take a look around in every cell. Everything needs to be well organized in the penitentiary. You call this a made bed? How many times have I told you to clean room, also clean mine? Do you want to get better? Sorry, ma'am. I was praised for properly folding up my sheets. Really, anyone would pick up tidy up after 3 days down here. I almost miss hearing you call me for having a messy room. Dandelage, on your feet. Seeker squad, advance. Here in the prison they call us unserious offense war the dandelions. Median bad war folks are called sunflowers, and those in the serious offense war are the tulips. By the way, most of the guards in charge of us have nicknames. The prisoners generally come up with them based on how they look or act. The guards themselves have no idea, of course. And that's why you are here, to get those pure hearts back. Legs up, back straight, go! 1, 2, 1, 2. When we have a guard ordering us, we have to move around in lines. We have to keep a certain distance from whoever is in front of us. Keep our fingers straight and take high-graced steps. Hey, pumpkin farm's coming. You there, you! What are you curling your dang fingers for? Can't you keep them straight? You barely have to lift a finger to aggravate the guards. No, that's not I. But nothing earns their hire quite like talking back. It's tough in here, but mealtime keeps my spirits up. Here's your B set. Alright, what do you want? B, please. There's an A set and a B set. The A set is for those who stand on job, and it has a bit more rice than the other. There's your B set. Next, come on, the line is clogging up, out with it. Other prisoners make the food. Most of the caretaking and cleanup is done by prisoners here. You can sit wherever you like, but you get yelled at if you sit too far from anyone. They want us all nice and packed. Commence dining. Breakfast is every morning at 7. When you get used to it, the food here is surprisingly tasty. That said, it is a little light on the flavor side. It makes me miss the curry you always made. Aside from the A and B set, I hear there is a paste-like food for senior prisoners. Everything on the menu is pretty decent. To prisoners with no other entertainment, mealtime is precious. Hey, this isn't enough for a man with a standing job like me. Give me your dessert. Sure. You might want to steal or trade your food since it's tasty, but it's a trap. I saw you give him your food. You just committed an illicit exchange. But I can't eat anymore, and if you are just going to throw it away. Insubordination. Shut up and follow the rules, you scum. It gets you beat down. Breakfast is over. Clean up and prepare for work. At 7:30, breakfast ends. We tidy up our tableware and put leftovers in buckets. Apparently they have pigs here that they feed them to. Boss, I finished cleaning the table and chairs. Thought to the guards, I imagine we all look like livestock. Ah, good job as always, 0858. Some prisoners call the guards boss. Hehe, boss. I'm not sure why officer won't do, but it seems to be a custom. Prisoners who brown nose to the guards are seen as suck-ups and despised by their peers. Next, we have to line up and head to our workstations. Work starts at 8. You really want to take care of what you need to before then. Excuse me, bathroom please. There are rules about using the bathroom too. Those who wish to go first form a line. Then you wait your turn on. Where's your bathroom announcement? When going to a stall, you have to announce it to the officer on duty. Excuse me, bathroom please. Even when you make it to the old Japanese style squat toilet, you can't quite take your time and do your business. Punishment awaits if you are even slightly late. Tulip prison is supposed to be famous for being very harsh about time, and the show fits. They are pretty harsh when it comes to scheduling here. You get yelled at for being even a few seconds late. Everything has to go according to the calendar you are supposed to get at the start of the month. On your way to your workstation, you have to pass by the inspection room. You find your jacket among the mass of rocks in the room. You are seen as on the job while you wear the jacket, and you are not allowed to break with it on. Then you have to stand in front of the white line drawn in front of the guard on duty and stay still. Number 0720. Alright, mouth open. We do this can dance so they can see we don't have anything against regulation on us. Thank you, ma'am. Some will thank the guards for making them humiliate themselves in this fashion, but no one will complain. Everyone in Tulip prison says not to think too much about pain, about shame. That's probably the secret of to living here. Our workplace are decided by internal council. Before getting in prison, I remember being taken to a room with a bunch of older people behind a long desk. They look at your aptitude and pick out an appropriate workplace. Cooks or dietitians, for example, will go to the kitchen. It's a very popular job. Not only do you get snacks, but you get to bathe every day due to hygiene concerns. I was assigned to the paper room, where you make paper and stuff. It's not popular, but not hated either. Alright, looks like it's about time. Sickle squad, commence and rubbing. At 7:55, the sound of rubbing fills the room. This is a custom we do after reports to warm up our hands and prevent injuries. Now, get to work. At 8 o'clock on the dot, work starts. We make notebooks and other stationery here. They call them prison-made goods, and I hear they're quite cheap on general market. If you have bought a notebook recently, it just might be one I made. My job is gluing together piles of cut paper into a book-like shape. It's very simple. However, you have to be careful about everything you do in the paper room. The facility has an extensive and restricted code of conduct. The officers are always checking it to make sure no one is acting in violation. You little turd! If you blow it down here, first you'll get yelled at. Who say you could wipe your sweat with a towel? What the hell is your angle? Simply wiping your sweaty brow with a towel will have you charged with illicit wiping. You'll lose half your pay and all your leisure time for the last punishment. Do it again and you are in solitary. The general punishment for violations is a docking of pay. Our pay isn't that much to begin with. A new prisoner, a 10th class worker, has a pay of 1070 yen per month. Even a much more skilled first class worker only gets a monthly salary of 7600 yen. I don't know how much that is. We get our first break when work calms down around 11 o'clock, but there's no time to drop your guard. Don't think you can start swearing like sailors just because it's break time. The guards know how much the prisoners loosen up when away from their workstations. If you let the curse word slip because no one's watching, a guard will come out of nowhere to get you. Mundane blunders like these are met with a variety of punishments. They vary in intensity, but let me go over a few. Prison drawing, where they drag you around. Gah! Then the Iron Maiden, Judgment! This one's just a punch to the head. When you take off your jacket at inspection, you are alone to the field. We prisoners don't have many chances to get a good bit of sunlight. In Aku, I'm sure you can imagine how painful it is to be robbed of that time. The facility generally has cloudy weather and sees a frequent snowfall, so seeing the sun probably is a rarity. Still, you'll see people on the field jogging or playing catch with the gloves you can borrow. Most people here are divided into groups. This is a co-ed facility. That said, even the new entries have found homes in groups of folks they get along with. I'm sure this won't surprise you, but I'm alone as usual. There is, however, someone else who is just alone as I am. Most of the prisoners here have two names. Some got their nicknames from police or neighbors and the like prior to their arrest, while others picked them up in the facility. Who the fuck is this? Kurebayashi Noah. The older man pointed at the woman who looked a bit older than me. Oh yeah, right, drone girl. She was on the news. I heard she released a video of millions of people without their permission. Crimes committed on the outside often seem to get exaggerated down here. In Aku, you might have heard of a drone girl before. I haven't, but it seems she committed quite a crime. I caught sight of her crouching at the foot of the building. Her stance looked full of intent. She looked a bit like the detective who interrogated me. I was a little curious, but the bell announcing the end of the break rang. Next up comes lunch, then work immediately after. Prisoners eat lunch with their work teams. It's efficient since organizing a movement takes up time. At 1 o'clock, work in the paper room begins again. On a normal day, we don't get any breaks until 6 o'clock. The guard chief is always sitting at the desk at the front of the room, almost like school teachers really. Only a fool does things strictly by the book. Strive to use your head and work efficiently. The other guard walks around us patrolling. She has what appears to be a pocket watch in her hand, and she's always jingling its long chain. Ha 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 ha. The moment the guard turned her back, it happened. Ah! The man was almost twice Officer Yamagichi's size. She began to grapple back, but it was clear she would lose the contest of brute strength. Get the SST to the paper room now. The guards though aren't the only security the prisoner has. The man went flying, knocking aside a nearby chair. Who the fuck? There's a group called SST, the Special Security Team, that specializes in security and putting down riots. The guards are nearly entirely women, but this team stands out as particularly special. They all wear masks, so no one knows their face. Nor do we know how many of them there are. This elicits even more fear among us prisoners. They don't move unless the guards call for them, but once they do, there's no stopping them. Target leaving through the entrance, Mashiro. It was not just the sound of one gunshot that followed. 3, 4, 5. I think I heard a 10th before they stopped. They weren't actual bullets, but rubber ones. I hear they use special handguns made to stop riots and uprisings in prison. The SST woman dragged a man far larger than herself off with one hand. I just wanted more light. Silence, freak. Officer Yamagashi and Commander Hotabu. Take him to solitary. On it, Captain Shikolenko. Come with us. The punishments I mentioned earlier are nothing really, not compared to solitary confinement. Solitary, wait, please, think this over. I can't take that kind of darkness, I'm begging you. Shut the hell up. You think I've forgiven you for trying to jump me? Well, look forward to what happens to your score. Hinaku, have you ever thought it strange? Strange that some prisoners get out of here before their sentences are up? Please, I'm begging you, I can't afford to have my sentence any longer. This is because of our scores. The more well-behaved prisoner, the lower their score goes. If it goes down, the longer you are in, and when it hits 0, you get out. Then learn how to keep your desires in check, take him away. Causing problems, however, makes your score go up. The higher the score, the more days are added to your sentence. There's even people whose original sentences are long over but who are still behind bars because of their scores. In a normal prison, breaking the law can extend your sentence. In Tulip prison, however, violating the slightest part of the code of conduct extends your sentence. The system appears insane at glance, but Tulip prison has a surprisingly high rehabilitation rate, with relatively many of its prisoners reintegrating into society. No, I don't want to go to solitary! Those whose actions are out of bounds are sent to solitary confinement down below. However, I have not heard a word about what kind of place a solitary confinement cell is. From the looks of it though, I can tell it must be an awful place. Of course, it's solitary. It's like Jesus. Much like lunch, baths are conducted with work teams. This is a luxury we got only once per few days. I know how clean you like to keep in Aku, so I think you'll have a rough time here. Since plenty of prisoners are in and out of the bath, the big tubs always have grime floating around in them. There's also some harsh rules around bathing. Reverse buckets. At the quartz call, we all dump the hot water from the bath onto our bodies. We are only allowed to use the buckets twice per bath. We also only get 15 minutes in the bath proper. There's a board of lights over the guard's head that alerts us of the time. They are lined like traffic lights, and much like those, green means we get to enjoy our soak. We wash up with showers after this, but you need to be careful not to splash water on the person next to you. I've seen people come to blows over accusations of splashing. Number 0781, I finished using my razor, man. Alright, good. If using a razor, you are required to show that the blade is still attached before returning it. Shaving is strictly regulated as well. One is allowed only 2 cm of sideburns, and uneven beard shaves are strictly forbidden. Since I'm bald, I don't sprout much facial hair. I get more time in the bath. Bath time ends in 3 minutes. The light shifting to yellow is a signal that there are only 3 minutes left. Turning red means it's time to get out, where we'll have to endure another bathless days. When it's 6 o'clock in the evening and the sun has started to set, we get another hour of break time. Working hours are kept strict 8 hours and 7 hours on bathing days. To go over that will violate labor laws, which they seem concerned about, so they keep our hours in check. 7 o'clock is dinner in the cafeteria for the whole facility. You get a sheet beforehand that tells you what is on the menu. I hear that curry and tonkatsu are quite popular. Ichiki and grilled fish today? That sucks. What are we having tomorrow? Furikake sprinklings, fried egg and milk for breakfast, then vermicelli, salad and mapo tofu for dinner. When are we getting bread? How are we supposed to survive without some good zuzus? Most of the conversations I hear over meals are like that. What's tomorrow meal? What's next at work? And so on. Quiz time, old man. What kind of score are you sitting on now? I'm 0.014, I remember. Then you got a here and some change if you play your cards right. I'm still up there with 0.053. Scores and days left in sense are also popular conversations topics. I don't hear anything too scary here in the facility really. I remember something my lawyer told me before I was incarcerated. Rape is common in prison, but completely absent over there. Tulip prison is as clean as it gets. But remember, Inaku, this is a prison made up only of those society says can't be rehabilitated. But while we are eagerly waiting for the day we can finally leave to calm, they will probably keeping it us with senseless violence, taming us like livestock, said someone a sit over. After dinner, we line up and head to our cells. Tulip prison only has a single occupant cells. There are a few different types of cells. Some prisoners, like the ones around me, only enter their cells at night. Some stay in their cells all day and night. I hear they have TV sets in them. However, I hear those kind of prisoners mostly aren't present in the facility. They are also maximum security prisoners, but I don't know much about them. If they are already prisoners who have to stay in their cells all day, how do you get more secure than that? And that concludes report. Chico Squad, into your cells. When the report set start around 8 o'clock and the prisoners enter their cells, though dark and dank, it's a space where one can finally be alone. By the way, toilet paper in cells is extremely limited. You only get one roll at start of the week, so you have to ration it well. I've heard people murmur that's the reason for the slight reek that pervades the cell block. After stepping into our cell, you have to write in your rehabilitation journal. You get yelled at if you write anything weird or flippant there, so it demands seriousness. And those are the rules of Tulip Prison. Inako, life here is much harder than I expected. I will look forward to the day I can see you again, and have that encouraged me through my obligation here. So please take care of yourself, and give my best to Kima and Lo. Cordially yours. Pencils, pencils, I'll take them if you are done. I give my pencil notebook to the lady who comes around rolling an old wooden cart. Just say the word if you are finished writing. Pencils, pencils. In the end, I forgot how to spell cordially. I've never actually written something proper in long form, so I don't even know what to do about this journal. That's why I decided to write one big letter to my sister in parts. I hope I can bundle it up and send it to her one day. Alright, lights out. At 9 o'clock at night, it's time for bed. Saying even one word after lights out gets you punishment. I had no idea that just not having the internet will be this boring. I don't think I messed around with my tablet that much. Being without internet feels like I've been quarantined away from the world. There's nothing in the night but quiet. No, I can hear waves coming from somewhere. The facts of my life are the clearest to me in these hours. Tulip Prison is a lonely island, and I'm a prisoner. Started to suffer, Suishiro? I'll say. But well, if this is a part of my atonement, well, I'll give it a go. I finally find myself able to smile, and I feel that Amatsu, hiding in the darkness, also smiles back at me. Amatsu, so it's like the dark side of him, is it? My long first week is finally come to an end. You are all off to work today, follow the rules and get some rest. We only get Sundays off in Tulip Prison. Since there is no work to be had at any of the workstations, I think I might be able to get some relaxation in. Everyone who wants to pull out of here is in the line. Good, 6 squad, advance. We aren't fully free, though. If we want to go outside, we have to march like we always do. They tell me that once outside you are not allowed freely back to your cell until lunch at 12 or dinner at 6. Exercise comes highly recommended on days off, and there are even apparently sports clubs. Baseball, table tennis, boxing, they got a wide variety there. I don't like sports too much, so I haven't joined any. Instead, I'll spend 6 hours here doing absolutely nothing. Either way, a crappy day off is still a day off. It's my first day off, and that alone puts a smile on my face. The facilities of Tulip Prison are nothing you could call expensive. You could probably sprint from one end of the place to the other in a flash. I end up in the library of prop prisoners. It's my first time here, but it smells like the public library Inak took me so long ago. I find an atlas like the type you'll see in a grade school geography class and flip to one of the later page. It says that this isolated island, about 20 kilometers away from the nearest port, used to be a coal mine. The island is 400 by 240 meters, with a maximum elevation of 50 meters. It looks like it was built up around what used to be just a rock sticking out of the water. What surprised me most, though, is to learn that as many as 5,300 people lived here when it was a coal mine. They shuttered it when coal went out of fashion and it was absorbed by some group somewhere. In other words, they took a whole island and turned it into a fortress, into a prison. The benefits of doing so were apparently huge. I left the library behind and head to the field. This field apparently used to be a bunch of lodgings jammed together. They took the building apart and filled the lot left behind with dirt. I can see a tall wall, though I can't say a number. It has to be 3 meters tall at the shortest. The wall covers the whole island. It's what keeps the prisoners inside. There's a bird up there. The wall alone is enough to make me think escape from here is impossible. It was explained to me that we are able to make phone calls during breaks. Guess these are the phones. The phone center is pretty close to the yard and has about a dozen receivers all lined up. There are partitions that cover the upper body for privacy, but no stalls. You have to have your conversation standing up. We only get 3 calls a month. There's a limit to letters and visits too. I'm thinking of picking up something part-time and making donations to the local institution to make up for it. Sleepers, of course. They will warmly call me the old sleeper lady and oh, we're out of time, so I got to hang up. Yeah, I love you even more than a nice soft pair. Each phone call lasts 5 minutes and the phone fees are deducted from our salary. A new worker gets about 1070 yen per month, no matter how hard they work. Phone fees run about 10 yen a minute, depending on the hour. Prisoners with a lot to talk about lose a good chunk of their pay to the phone. Still, there's not much else to spend money on down here. Looks like it's finally my turn to make a phone call. That means my turn to use the phone has finally arrived. Out of the way, old man. Go repeat yourself somewhere else. Here, I'll even sweeten the deal with this. 50 yen? That's huge money in the facility. Are you sure? After all, 50 yen is huge money in the facility. Money does come in handy for butting in, so maybe you can't have enough of it. I should probably save up for when I need something. Still, I have no idea how they managed to avoid their cash being found during cell inspections. Your horse winning as you rolling in the dough, huh? Yeah, you know it. Just can't get out of this gamble racket. Then it's my turn. I turn the dial to the phone number I memorized. Come to think of it, I never used this kind of phone before. I used to just use my tablet for everything. Woohoo, woohoo. So this sister, okay. Hey Naku, it's been a while. I'm calling my sister. Her signal to cry hasn't changed. I'm so happy you called, Shu. Are you okay? You doing fine in there? It's not too tough, is it? So far so good. Have you called mom and dad? Not yet. I think they'll hang up on me. Yeah, they definitely will. Woohoo! My parents cut me off the second time I got arrested. I've only been in contact with my sister for the past year. Inako has already moved out and is living alone in city center where she works. My next day off, I don't know when it's gonna be, but I swear on my next day off I'm coming to visit you. I'll advise against it with how sickly you are. Inako had a pretty weak heart since childhood and her doctor stopped her from traveling long distance. She seems really busy with work, so I don't want her to push herself. Hell, dragging her out to the trial was stressful enough for her. Hey, don't cry. Is there anything you want me to send you? They don't let you have sweets in prison, right? Want me to bake you a tart or something and send it to you? Wish we could share one. Don't say that, you are just gonna make me cry more. When everyone else abandoned me, Inako still believing in me, she'll probably be the only one on my side from here on out. Sweets will probably get caught up in inspections. They are really strict about what you can bring in, so... Hey, come on, just a little sit down chat. I turn back, the receiver still to my ear. The group that cut in line seems to be surrounding someone. No thanks, I'd really rather not. The woman they surround is the one I remember being called Drone Girl. Listen to you, some low-level criminal thinks she can talk big. Yeah, I know you. You took creep shots, right? They call you Drone Girl. Sure, listen, we've only got one life to live. Yeah, so you got to live with no regrets. I'll do that. Huh? The heck you want? Leave her alone. Say that again? Leave her alone. This ain't none of your business. You wanna throw down, punk? Violence is wrong. What do you think you are saying, making your face like you are a goddamn superhero? Hey, what do you think you are? Some kind of mecha pilot? Listen, punk. You have any idea who I am? None whatsoever. Name's Shoya Ozawa. They call me the Mad Dog of Atai, the legendary Atai family. Believe me, bozo, you don't want to see my bite. Ozawa Shoya. Look at this dude. I bet you didn't think he was such a scary guy, huh, bozo? Shaking in your shoes now? Who? He's saying he just might let you off if you get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. Really? Who are you? I don't know what's going on, but you really ought to let her go. This Ozawa fellow is a lot taller than me. Though not exactly a bodybuilder, he certainly looks like he eats the gym. That makes him all the more intimidating. Alright, punk, what team are you on? Team? I'm asking who takes care of you here in prison. Who's watching your back? No one. I have no friends or allies. I only have myself. Solo, huh? If you are talking back to me, I'm guessing you came in for some serious business, right? Right? Who is this bozo anyway? I haven't seen him around. Probably new. Remember that wave of them that power in a week back? This newbie with no backup is trying to mess with us? What a Nimrod. Alright, let's hear it. What they shove you in here for? Murder? Shirtlessness. Huh? I was arrested and jailed for the crime of being a public nuisance. By public nuisance you mean a public nuisance. Gah, public nuisance? That's weak as heck. That's the dumbest funniest thing I ever heard in here. You got a lot of guts talking big to us with such a weak charge. Wait, you two are in the unserious offense squad, right? Yeah? Haha. You know what they call you unserious offense squad chokers here in prison? I have not heard, no. They call you due diligence. A bunch of weenies like you can't even commit a halfway decent crime. So they don't even think a pants like you can talk back to medium bad ward gangsters like us. The medium bad ward. The most popular cell ward in the prison. It's where those who committed worse crimes than those in the unserious offense ward are held. The wards are divided by floors, with the medium bad ward being a floor lower than the unserious offense ward. The worse the criminal, the farther down they are pushed. Oh yeah? What name would the cops give you? Zebra Man. Gah, whoa, you're trying to make us laugh to death? That sucks. You okay, Whittly Doodly and Zebra Man? Can you go potty by yourself? Need a teacher to draw a Whittle arrow on the wall? Oh no, you're fine. You are an expert at taking your shirt off, bathroom or not, right? But keep that jumpsuit on, boss. Don't want to make it look like we bullied you out of it. A guard approach. Head Correctional Officer Yamagishi. What's wrong? What the hell are you goofing about? What's all of this then? Nothing at all, ma'am. We were simply teaching this newbie a thing or two about facility. Isn't that right, Zebra Man? You got a lot of guts running your mouth at me like that, bozo. It's got at me an angle that the guards can't see. You must be used to this. When Yamagashi gets out of here, Zebra Man, I'm gonna give you a proper lesson in etiquette. I may not be used to the praise, but even I can imagine what this lesson will be. Or how about you work for us? Be our errand boy. I might just let you slide if you do. Everyone needs friends here in prison, particularly shrimps like you, eh? You do charge for us the rest of your life, and I wouldn't mind having your back when things get rough. What do you say? Not interested. If I gave in, I will have to defer to this man for the rest of my days. I don't want to live like that. So I'll have to refuse. You Nimrod, you seriously going to throw yourself to the sharks? He tightens his grip. I see genuine anger on his face. How am I going to get out of this one? Who the hell is that now? I notice a woman appearing from behind Officer Yamagishi. She pantomimes turning the phone dial, then puts her hand in the air and quietly moves her mouth. The vague memory of Inaku showing me how to do this floats to mind. Yeah, like this. Like what? You're telling me you put that phone dialing into him? Yeah, you gotta loosen up on. That's not gonna fly. Huh? Insertion of the finger into a phone dial at a depth of greater than a quarter of an inch is strict forbidden in the facility. Huh? How many of you freaks do you think I've gained some sort of sick satisfaction from figuring the payphones? It's right in the code of conduct right here, look. Huh? And don't give me the excuse that you didn't know. Not only were you engaging in these twisted practices yourself, but you encouraged a fresh prisoner to join in your debauchery. But SST, take them away. You are sentenced to writing lunch until dinner. 1,000 will not damage payphones in a notebook, and you'll never do it again. Oh, hey, oh, still talking, huh? You must really want to be punished, don't you? The group is covered by the security team, and Officer Yamagishi leads them away. Looks like I'm out of danger for now. Did you help me? The woman simply shoots me a quiet smile. Doesn't even have a name. I found myself sitting on some steps in the yard next to her. She didn't say a word on the way here from the phones. The woman doesn't talk much and has sort of fatigued charm. She seemed to be in her early to mid-20s. Hands on her lap, she leaned against the steps behind us. Why did you help me? I asked, why did you? Oh, right. Sorry, I can't hear very well in one ear. You can't? Yeah, my little sister and I pulled a prank. We hadn't noticed how loud the feedback we'll get when recording some audio. How loud? The sound blew out my eardrum. Your eardrum? And I haven't been able to hear from this ear since. I'm used to it now though, haha. She lets out a little chuckle, then turns to me. My eyesight isn't the best either, so can you show me your face a little closer? I slowly peer into her face. Her eyelashes are so long, they feel like they are pointing at me. Those eyes feel like they will suck me into. Hey, but well, I can tell you what you are saying if I watch your lips. I'm physically close enough to feel that. I pick up a sweet scent. Her soft skin has a smooth, moist-looking texture too. For some reason, I remember my sister. I can feel the power flowing into me. Are you alright, Suishiro? It's fine, Amatsu. I'm calm. Of course I am. Is something the matter? Nothing. Excuse me. Looks like she really can read my lips. Well, you're a funny one. What was your name again? Suichiro. Her eyes go wide for a moment, then she blinks. Ah, Ran. That's my name. Ran Anamaru. Good to meet you, Suichiro. Oh, it doesn't have that. I ended up spending a lot of time with Anamaru. The facility takes etiquette annoyingly seriously, so you're going to want to pick it up. How about calling me Miss Anamaru for a bit, like a school teacher? Got it, Miss Anamaru. She taught me all sorts of prison know-how I needed to understand. Let's review then. What you say when you do something bad? I'm sorry. If someone is nice to you, thank you very much. And if you're apologizing, big sorry, bro. Hahaha. She smacks her tight and bursts out laughing. Was that strange? No, you did perfect, Suishiro. Can I hear that again? Big sorry, bro. Ah, God. I'm gradually mastering the contours of etiquette. I should be able to speak to the guards without issue one day. Phew, Suishiro, you really are something. She wipes the tears from her eyes and grabs my right elbow. Let's see, what else do you need to know? Alright, the people who live here don't usually refer to each other by their real names. You have noticed people losing their nicknames, right? Anamar will always pull me in close like this when telling me something on the secretive side. What was your nickname again? Zebra Man. Got it, Zebra Man. I think that's how you want to introduce yourself to people then. What's your nickname, Anamaru? Me? They call me Cult Master. Cult Master? That's a strange nickname. Why the nicknames though? To keep you on your driver's seat and not them, of course. Driver's seat? Your true name is implanted on your soul. To know it is to be able to manipulate the ectoplasm in your soul, meaning... Perhaps she was steeped deep into the occult and... Ha, kidding. Like you could control someone with a name alone. Just an old wives' tale, like flying saucers. You just made the goofiest face when I said my nickname was Cult Master, so I just had to run with it a little. The name's from a really old fantasy novel. I'm a real reader, you see. I picked that name because I was in costume when I got arrested. They say I look like the Pope, so the name just stuck. And Amara's laugh is awfully loud, probably because she's hard of hearing. Still, I like that nonchalant smell of hers. The real reason though is for when we get out. You know how criminals have a tough time reintegrating society? The problem is you might have enemies in Tulip prison who get out too. People will hate your guts. People will post your name on stuff you've done on the internet. And that's what the nicknames are for? Oh, sorry if I'm just being a busybody. She always hits me with a shy smile after giving me a word of warning. It's pretty adorable, really. Not too eager to go by nicknames? I'm not, because I don't believe what I did was wrong. What I did was both self-expression and art. I cannot think of it as a crime. But if Anamaru is advising me to go with nicknames, then I think I will. Haha, sounding like a regular revolutionary. Anamaru puts her head on my shoulder and leans on me. She's a very tactile person by nature. Most people avoid bodily contact with people they aren't close to. She, however, touched me a lot. I've never met someone like this before. Anamaru, what cell ward are you on? Oh, you can see my number, can't you? Right. Here, see these 4 digits, it starts from 00, that means you are from serious crimes ward. If it starts from 02, you are from medium bad ward, I get it. And if it starts from 07, you are in the unserious offense ward, got it? I get it. Anamar probably just might rumor as it is a ward that starts from 1 that's only got prisoners on death row in it, but no one's ever seen one of them, it's probably made up. Have a thing for me like that. What's your favorite hairstyle, Anamaru? I like them bald. I'm bald. What age range do you like? Me? I like younger guys. I'm younger guys. What's your type? Someone like you, I guess. I'm like me. I fit every category. She likes me, doesn't she? What were we talking about? Oh right, cell wars. Anamaru, what are you in for? It's hard to say what I'm in for, since I took the fall for my sister. So you are innocent. No, I won't say that. I couldn't stop my sister and I'm paying the price. She takes my shoulder again. My sister and I, we are close, like a soul in 2 bodies. Her crimes are my crimes. She squeezed a little tighter than before. See, I never was really good at getting along with others, getting into groups and the likes. Lots of people tormented me growing up, so I made my sister help me do a bunch of bad stuff. Selling hydrogen water to ignorant, innocent souls, starting a company and selling meme phrases on t-shirts, slathering on it over a friend's face and selling the Beatles cut on it. Oh, oops, probably shouldn't have said balls. Doesn't look like any guards are calling me, so we are probably fine. Anyway, we kept on doing that, making the people around me hate us more and more. Eventually, we lost anywhere to belong. Ultimately, even our parents cut us off. We stopped being able to see our dear little brother too. When we had to leave the island where we were born and raised to go live our own, that's when it happened. The feedback being too loud? Yeah, after that my sister just lost it and stopped caring about anything. Did something really bad, and I got the rest for her. I'm the one who made her that way, so it was my responsibility as the big sister. She squeezed my arm again. I'm not the biggest guy myself, but her arms feel pretty thin. Oh, sorry for dumping this on you all of a sudden. Pretty weird, huh? It really feels like I can talk to you about this kind of stuff. Just me? Yeah, it's really embarrassing, so I haven't told anyone else. She sounds a little panicked as she twirls her long hair with her finger. That's pretty weird, pretty strange. Then she looks up at me in slight deference and tilts her head. I have an older sister I love, so I understand how you feel. You do? Oh, you must have been through a lot too. She turns towards me ever so slightly. Sounds like we are in the same boat, Suishiro. Anamar, you said a minute ago that preachers call themselves by their nicknames. Why did you tell me your real name then? Well, I guess because I wanted someone to call me by my name. I see, I knew it. Will you call me Ran? I will, Ran. She's head over heels for me, I just know it. Or probably not, probably she's manipulating. With the day's work over, I come back to my cell. I finally gotten used to work in paper room, and the guards hardly yell at me anymore. And I have all she's taught me to thank. The lights go off, and it's time for sleep. I need to get plenty of sleep tonight to be ready for work tomorrow. But sleep does not come. I feel a strange frustration in my chest, and I see this blurry image when I close my eyes. What's the matter, Swisher? I've never really had anyone like me. Yeah, you've always been alone. It's always been just me. I've always been alone except for, well, him. I might have had the encounter of a lifetime here in prison though. Yeah, I think she likes me, which means that I like her too. She may be the one who to finally understand me. Someone who's been alone for so long. I may have finally met someone who will understand me. My chest is tight, Amatsu. That is what love is like, Suichiro. I turn on my side and close my eyes. I hope I don't have any nightmares tonight. The following night, I step into the cafeteria to be greeted by an unexpected sight. A girl soaking wet from the head down. It's the own girl from back at the lounge. What happened? Nothing. She passed by me like nothing happened. Why is that girl all wet? Now that's a tough quiz if I ever heard one. There's a trail of wet footprints from the bathroom. Be said, please. Excuse me, I can't give you a single grain of rice when you are dripping like that. Look at the sign. A paper taped to the wall reads, "Those of unclean blood and mine shall not eat." They will shoot me out if I feed you, so get going. It's about time for dinner. Sit everyone. What happened to you? Haha, boss, the floor was all wet, so I took it upon myself to clean it right up. Yeah, great job. Now, S-class, get to your seats. Begin eating. With no choice, the girl sits down, still wet. Everyone around her angrily wolfs down their meals, while she does not have so much as a tray. I notice a group stealing glance at her and laughing. Heck, I'm laughing so hard I can't eat. Looks like they are all culprits. I guess yesterday's incident left their pride wounded. Is there a reason they went after her, not me though? She doesn't say a word. She just stares ahead and unmoving. We don't help, we don't give food to her. Sounds like some real bullying. Rand says that in our now familiar spot. In a way, a prison is even more cramped a space than the school, so that's not uncommon. The strong get weak. This prison's like a microcosm of cruel world out there. I had thought that Tulip prison was in a way a place of equality, a place I'll love where I will find more acceptance and understanding than I had outside at least. A shame. We are all the same here, all criminals. You're right about that, but this reality. People here exaggerate the crimes they have done and use that to climb ranks. It's almost laughable, really. That's the reality. Those who commit serious crimes are looked up to in a way by the other prisoners. They are seen as higher order seekers as it were. So we got people like those guys over there. I follow her eyes to see that Ozawa character and his goons crouch her over and shouting. Tormenting people just because they have some free time, insulting and hurting others because they are stressed out. They are people who can't live any other way. That's why you can't trust anyone too easily in here. You never know when someone is going to undermine you. That's Tulip prison. Didn't you say you have bad eyesight? Well, it's more like I can't just feel it in my heart. Ever since my eyes and ears got worse, I can just feel where people are. Vibes, you know. Ran really is amazing. Anyway, you really want to stay away from that crowd. She tells me to avoid trouble if I want to live here peacefully. They weren't lying though. That's why it's so dangerous about this facility. The weak turn to the strong for help, and the strong gobble up the weak that don't. That does sound wise. So that's how people form cliques and gangs. Normally, yeah, most people can't live on their own, so I really think you should find friends who will protect you. This isn't a school, but a dangerous prison. Still don't like living in crowds, and more importantly, I want to help her, huh? I want to save the drone girl as a tournament. A tournament? Sushi, didn't you say you didn't think you'd done anything wrong? I don't think I did something even the least bit wrong. To me, my actions are artistic. I don't seem that as wrong. But it looks like I hurt someone, even if I didn't mean to. Even as strong as I believe in the beauty and glory of exhibitionism. If it hurt someone, then I'm sure it's probably a bad thing. So, I want to help someone to make up for those I've hurt. Even if it's just for self-satisfaction, that's what I want to do. When I do that, I'm sure I'll be able to write a letter of apology to her and her dog. Then I'm sure I'll be able to sleep at night. You may be young, but you've really been thinking things through, working through all those emotions. I don't actually know how to help her though. All this thinking may be pointless. Oh, there's a way to help her, only one. This is just a pecking order problem. If someone looks down on you, they'll go in for the bully. Pecking order? Yeah, so if you can make people around you think you are really something, they won't bother you. And I know what impresses people around here. That's right, it's about how much of sicko you are. People here boast about their crimes and use them to will superiority over others. If I manage to show even stronger societal defiance, however, they will be forced to show some measures of respect. They punish you just for adjusting your clothes into a prison. Can you really pull off something that dangerous? It really does sound risky. And since we call this risky, what do you think happens if you do the real thing? The real thing? What do you mean? Kissing. What will happen then if you actually brought your lips to another's? It will be unthinkable. Absolutely unthinkable, that's what I think. But to kiss someone you need, well, someone to kiss. It's not something you can do on your own. How about me? I'll kiss you. She up and says it with her usual bashful smile. A slight red decorates her cheeks. You mean pretend? Well, if someone asks you what's like, will you answer them? The facility is full of people with lots of experience. I mean, they are criminals. She makes a good point. I can't provide a satisfactory answer unless I actually do it. Will it be wise though? Allow it? Why do you ask? I mean, it's a kiss. Yeah, it's a kiss. But Ran, I think that it's okay. I feel like it will be fine if it's you. For some reason, I feel like Ran's eyes are bigger than normal. They look wet with a vivid moisture to them. This might sound weird as a replacement, but hey, could I pat your head? My head? I said I had a little brother, right? Well, he shaved his head too. No, it's not what I want to think of you as my brother. It's just, well, it's fine, I don't mind. Think of me however you like. Thanks, I'm sure of it. I'm not getting the wrong idea. There, good boy, cool Suishiro. She definitely likes me. You know, this kind of calms me down. Once again, I'm sure of it. I think to myself. Run takes me down a path I've never seen before. Her pace a light run. So this is a good place, huh? I'll brought out my jacket like she told me to. She mentioned that if we are going to move around the facility, you should wear it. Yeah, it would be awful if someone popped up while we were hanging out, right? She goes off the path. There are plenty of similar looking pathways in the prison, but guards will come flying if you step slightly away from the walkway. Don't worry, no one's going to find us this way. And no one does, as if it is his fate, we pass by no one. No one's going to show up, not here. We come to a pathway surrounded by fencing. It's near the sea, so I hear the calm sound of waves. Nervous? I'll be lying if I say I wasn't. Well, don't worry, just leave everything to me. I got a little bit of experience, you know. She brings herself closer to my chest. The setting sun's rays are on her face as she looks up at me. She's beautiful. I feel like I could fall into your eyes. I feel like I could fall into her eyes. Hey, how about you take this off? My uniform? You love taking your shirt off, right? I want you to have your first time in your favorite, most natural form. I want to experience and accept the art you love so much too. So, you know, I not. A cold breeze passes over my pecs, a familiar feeling. At the same time, my heart beats at a rapid rhythm. Ha, you got some muscles. Well, here goes. Keep your eyes closed, okay? Oh, she's gonna steal, right? See, it's gonna be mastermind. It's going to be me and her. Even in hell, there's still love. For sure, it's gonna be that. Oh, but what the hell is this? Pro? No, what the hell is this? HENPRI end roll. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, what the hell is says over there? HENPRI end roll. But it ends like that when she's gonna kiss our character. It ends. But I think she doesn't kiss. What I think it happens, if you play, of course, you need the uncensored patch. Is that she pretends that she's gonna kiss, but she steals your clothes, or at least the. No, but it's like how the hell? That's wrong. Because it says only if we took no. Because it says in the beginning that what we are wearing is one, how I can say, it's not divided into shirt and pants. It's like one piece. So how do we show? Only if we took out like the top part, right? So she couldn't take out. Only if she pick up the how it's called, that orange suit. And stole that or throw it out. I wonder. Oh. Only if they kiss, like kiss, but nothing else. I wonder. But of course it ends in there because after that part is when probably the good stuff will start to happen. But for that you need the patch. So, but overall, like it's pretty interesting. This one, like the art style is pretty good. How people that are in there, what they did, and you gonna need to start to say stuff to, you know, for the others to respect you, and like that you then can help the drone girl to not get bullied. So, but then it's like you're gonna want to get out of there, right? And it's like by good behavior. If you do bad behavior, you're gonna stay there. So I wonder how it will work, but if you like this type of games, if you like Nukitashi, one or two, you're probably gonna enjoy this one because it's well done too. Of course, you need to get the uncensored patch to see everything, to see the rest of the story, but this game on Steam costs with discount 20 euros. That's insane. I understand the quality is there and everything, but it's insane, it's 20 euros. So, and that's a discount of, I want to say 10% or 20%, something like that. So, yeah, like, when I saw, I was like, what the fuck, you know, the price? Like, holy shit. I understand that they price it by thinking of the patch, people getting the patch and putting, so you get a lot of content and stuff like that. But still, it's like, that's insane, the price, you know, like, Jesus, like, god damn. So yeah, but pretty good. So if you played other games from Shirofune, I will recommend to buy this one, and then of course get the patch to be able to play the rest of the content and see all the stories, since I can't show that because you cannot do that on YouTube, because if not you will get immediately taken down, because you cannot show the content, the real content that the game can offer. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoy here the playthrough of HENPRI, and see you guys next time. Bye.